Let's talk briefly about the word endemic. Endemic, a disease or condition regularly found among particular people or places. Think about this for a second. We're paving the way for coronavirus to become endemic. Think about some diseases we have come to be very familiar with because they are endemic. Viruses like influenza, HPV, the human papillomavirus, herpes, they're all endemic to our culture and society for varying reasons. These are just three of many more. Yet, there are others that were endemic at one time or had the potential to become endemic, but for the efforts of the medical and scientific communities and with the help and support of the general population and governments, they did not become endemic. Think about this. What if HIV/AIDS would have been allowed to spread across the country like coronavirus had? We dodged a bullet with that one. It never became endemic. What changed in our society? Why are people believing false made-up narratives? There are psychological explanations that are absolutely fascinating, and I encourage all to educate themselves on the inner workings of these types of pathological thought processes. Maybe one day we'll talk about that. But back to endemic viruses for now. In diseases such as these that we just have to live with, we create vaccines. We just said that the vaccines don't last forever because immunity wanes, so in those cases, adults have to get boosters to boost your body's immunity and recognize that potential intruder. If COVID-19 becomes endemic, we will all have to get used to adding coronavirus to the panel of immunizations we receive as children, but the amount of immunity that the current vaccinations provide is not absolutely certain yet. The scientific community does have enough information to infer the range of immunity. In other words, the time the vaccine lasts will not be as fleeting with the seasonal influenza vaccine. It'll be more along the lines of a MMR booster. But again, this all depends on how well we get control of the viral evolution and spread. There is still a chance for us to stop an endemia and to do our part to eradicate the virus. By the way, look up the word endemia. It's an obsolete term used to describe an endemic disease. I think it's a sad day when we have to bring dead words back because of our own actions. We are literally headed back to the Stone Ages. Enlightenment has taken a back seat to mass ambition, rage, hatred, and pride. We're only making it harder on ourselves. There will be another pandemic. There will be multiple pandemics. There have always been pandemics. We can't will pandemics away, but we can overcome and we can work cohesively as a species. Virology has changed dramatically in the past 10 years, for the better. As technology advances, so does medicine, and so do our lifespans. We've come a long way. So don't set us back in time by believing in unprovable theories. Believe science. It can be proven. Trust me, it never ceases to amaze or disappoint. Just look at nanotechnology these days. Nucleic acids are the building blocks of DNA. We're now using nanoparticles to encapsulate these QR codes that we spoke about before so that we don't need a live or a dead virus to serve as a waiter to take that information into your machinery. Look at prior pandemics and outbreaks that slowed or stopped due to vaccines. Smallpox, HIV, AIDS, mumps, rubella, rabies, the list goes on. Chances are you know somebody who's alive today because of vaccines. Virology and genetics have changed everyday medicine. Now viruses are being used to transfect human brain tumor cells. The most aggressive and incurable diseases are being attacked with these Trojan horses. When Mother Nature throws you a curveball, change your swing. Science is the only path forward.